Hey, my friend. It's Cameron here. Hopefully, I'm coming through all loud and clear. This is this edition of the Inner Circle we're going to be getting into this Wednesday. And, I promised you in the last one, which this should have been last week, but I did promise you that we'd be going into something to do with webinars that we was learning about. And this is what we're going to be covering here. We're going to be covering an offer creation workshop. And recently, the past, week, 2 weeks or so, really this has actually just given me an entire epiphany, and everything that you do with your marketing and your messaging and it's such important stuff like that there. um I think this is really going to give you a big eye opener, if you're just getting started or you're just on this journey of building your own online business, and you're a marketer, you're aspiring entrepreneur, and you want to build your own online business, and you maybe want to know more about this side of things, which is creating an offer. Because even if you did nothing else, you didn't learn about traffic, you didn't learn about how to build a website, you didn't learn anything else apart from how to create an offer, this will be such a valuable skill. And this is what we're going to be covering in this week's edition of Inner Circle. So I'm just going to share with you on my screen here the normal page that we get up. Let's see, which is this one. I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, and let's see. So, this week's edition of the Inner Circle, we're calling it Creating Your Domino Offer. And it's going to be really cool. Hopefully, I can explain it to you, you know, in a way where you kind of understand. And it's going to be really, really cool for you. Now, a few things have changed since the last time we done one of these. And I'll let you in on these updates in a little second. And everything that's just been going on and why you haven't heard from me maybe in a couple of weeks with the Inner Circle and all this cool stuff. So basically, if you're brand new, my name's Cameron, and I'm a student of online marketing and building an online business. And this is what I've been studying for the past 3 years. And I've built out my own personal branded money site through different trainings and things that I've invested in. And like I just want to show you the wave of potential that's online right now to help you build your own dream online. Something that you don't have to spend hours and hours looking after, something that you don't have to constantly keep like changing when someone else changes something, and something that's long term, and it's like it can make you good money. So this is what I want to share with you, because back in the day, whenever I was younger, I always thought that you had to go to university to be a success, and that's all I really knew of. And I wish that I had known more about how you could get experience online and actually just go out and get experience for yourself. No one can actually tell you need a piece of paper to say what I'm going to teach you on this training in the Inner Circle. So that's really, really cool. And this is why I want to share it with you, because I just want to share these ideas so that you can go out and get experience without anybody having to tell you you can and can't do these things without a piece of paper. You know, you can go out and learn how to make great offers, and then you know around whatever your product passion or idea is. And we're going to go into like how do you actually find out what your offer could be, and all this stuff inside this Inner Circle. So a few key things I want to just point out here on this page that you're seeing on the screen is we've got some special limitless business links for you, because we're going to slightly change it and um this here. But basically, whenever you're building an internet business, if you're going to be doing anything to do with selling something online, you really don't want to build your platform on Facebook. You want to leverage Facebook, but you don't want to depend on Facebook, because they can shut your account down anytime they want. You lose all your followers. You have to begin from scratch again. It just doesn't make sense. The same as YouTube, the same as TikTok, the same as all these other platforms out there. The only real thing that you'll actually own in your internet business, which is very rare, because most of the time, you don't even own your website. You're like licensing servers and things like that. So you don't actually own that. You might own the content which you can take with you, but you don't actually own the website side of things. So a very, very, very rare thing that you'll ever own in your internet business is your email list. And where you can get you can get started with a free email software, completely free, no catch. There's no trial. There's nothing like that there. It's my affiliate link. So like eventually, if you decide to go and use more advanced settings, which I would encourage you to do, I'll make a little commission on this here. But if you want to get started completely free and you can build a landing page and start to build your email list up to 1,000 subscribers and send broadcast emails, and when you build your email list, it is like one of the only things that you'll ever own in your internet business. You know, you might even own your website, you know, it's held on different servers and things like that. But your email list, when you build that there, whether it's 1,000 subscribers, 2,000, 10,000 email subscribers, not YouTube subscribers, not, you know, followers on Facebook, not followers on Instagram, you're actually email subscribers. So people who've came to your website and they've opted in and give you their email to say that they're interested in this stuff that you're talking about. This is a very rare thing that you can actually own, you know. So it's really important if you don't have an email list or you haven't started building an email list yet, you're going to want to make sure and check out cameronlimitless.com/convert kit. And there you can get started completely free, no trials, nothing like that. You can build a little landing page and start sending people to a landing page rather than, you know, your product or offer, so that you can build this email list and then send, you know, emails to these people about different offers, different training, different pieces of value, all this here cool stuff, and it's going to be more long term and sustainable. Technologies and advancements today with emails has positively impacted email marketing for the next 10 years or so. You know, because Google, all these big players, you know, they're positively the technology advancements has positively influenced email marketing. So if you're not doing that right now, you're going to want to check out, you know, this free email software. It's a lot better than some of the other ones out there. And, you know, when you go to get more advanced, it's going to be there for you as well. So that's just a big important one I want to let you know about, because you can spend all this time all day just building a following on you know, YouTube or something like that, and you know, it can disappear overnight. Even if your account gets shut down and you're sending spammy emails, or you know, sending emails of just pitch, and people will report you or something, even that there, if your email service provider shuts your account down, you still get to to take out all your contacts, which is really great. Now, something I'm going to touch on a little bit later on in the end of this webinar, or the end of the inner circle training, is Limitless Premium. Now, you might have seen this, you might have not seen it, but we'll touch on that a little bit later. Then, you know, at any point when we're going through this here, if you feel like, you know, you'd like some help with this here and you would like to actually get on a phone call with me and actually talk about, you know, what your product passion or idea is, what your offer could be, and, you know, you want to brainstorm these ideas and maybe book a call and maybe get some of this help what done for you. You can also have that option there, which is cameronlimitless.com/services. All you want to do there is book in for a free quote. You know, let me know what your biggest challenge is and you need help with, and we can brainstorm this out. It's a completely free booked call. And then after that, there, if you want me to do some services for you, we can talk about that as well, and things like that. So these are just some of the options. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, you can go ahead and follow me on YouTube, which is cameronlimitless.com/YouTube. There you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and get any updates on new videos that are coming out all the time. Also with Facebook, we've got Facebook there. That should be a little forward slash. But if you want to go to follow me on Facebook, it's cameronlimitless.com/Facebook. And then in Snapchat as well, I kind of post there quite frequently. And if you want to add me on Snapchat, if you're there, it's WeRoo69. And then finally, if you want to become part of my mentors private community, this is where I learn most of my stuff and all that there. You can go ahead and become a part of that community as well. This is my affiliate link, but it's completely free to join. You can go ahead and become a part of the community over there. And if you decide to purchase, you know, products later or anything like that there, I'll make a commission. But if you want to go ahead and become part of that community, you can go to limitlessfuture.club/group. So, just wanted to get this out of the way. Without further ado, we're going to get into creating your domino offer. Okay. And we might actually go into a lot more in depth, go into this a lot more in depth. And let's see, I'm just going to bring this off the screen 1 second. So I'm going to actually bring up a whiteboard here for us, and I know telling how long this could go on for because this is going to be very, very important, and it might take a little bit longer than expected. But I promise you, my friend, that this is going to be well worth it for you. Uh, Basically, I'm just going to give you, give it to you kind of straight, and I'm going to get up the whiteboard here, and you should be able to see once this loads up. Should be able to see this. So basically, what we're going to do, and this is what I discovered, and honestly, once you start to think like this here, you're never going to do your marketing and your internet business any other way from when you learn this here. So you might have seen it before, and basically, what we're going to do is create something called a domino statement. Okay. So domino, and I just want to kind of give you the idea of what this is. So your domino statement, let's see, this is something that all your marketing is going to be based around. Okay, it's really interesting. And let's say that's your domino statement there. And let's say that you do this piece of value out there in the marketplace. Then you do this piece of value. Let's see, you do this piece of value. Let's see. Then you do this one, and this one. Okay. Now, hopefully, I can explain this to you in the right sort of way where you can understand this. But basically, all these here things will be supporting this domino statement. Okay. And we're going to identify that here in a second. But it's super important that you get clear about this here before you go ahead and do this, because this here is a supporting this. And then eventually, this knocks this down. But uh let's see. So let's just get into this here, and I'm going to kind of give you it like this here. So in the offer creation, we want to be thinking something like this. So for me and what I'm doing in my online business, I'll give you my example. So I help marketers and ASP to build. I help marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs to build an online business starting from zero. Okay, this is going to be very important. This is something we call the refined marketing statement, and you have to be clear about this. I'm going to show you how we kind of work this out and all and everything like that so that you can do it for yourself with zero experience, with no experience, and no business degree by creating a PBMS. Now, if this sounds like you, okay, and you are a marketer and you're an aspiring internet entrepreneur and you want to build an online business, but you're starting from zero, you don't have any experience, and you don't have any business degree. This is my market. This is who I want to help. Okay. And if that sounds like you, you're in the right place. Okay. With no experience and no business degree. Okay. So, what we really want to identify here, okay, is your market. Okay. So who is your market? Like, who is your market? It's kind of hard to explain, but like, your market isn't really a person per se, but it is more like, you know, like a marketplace. You can call it a marketplace. But basically, for me, what I says here in this statement is it's marketers and uh, marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs. Okay, if this sounds like you, if you are a marketer or an aspiring entrepreneur, and the end result you're looking for is an internet business, but really it's more than that. It's it's something deeper than that. But we can cover that a little bit later. But the end result you really want is potentially, because your end result should be measurable. Okay. But let's just say it's an internet business. It could be a personal branded money site. Okay. Whatever the end result could be. Okay. Now, the old method is really important. And this is the way that that you've been attempting to do this here. You want to have basically this is a the end result you want is money. That's basically why most people start an online venture. It's either something, outside of themselves, but most of the time it's money. People want money at the end of the day. Okay. They want a result, which is money. And the old method, of people when they're growing up is, in order to get money, I need experience or a degree. Okay. And the new method is something I call a PBMS. Okay, I'm going to share with you what this is in a second. You might already know, but if you're new, I'm going to share what the PBMS is. Now, you can see that in order to create this here, because you might have seen this before, that I help market achieve end result without old method by new method. Okay, now we're going to do a fill in the blank exercise here, but this is something called a refined marketing statement. So what we're going to do here is you want to fill this in for yourself. Okay, now let's see, creating your refined marketing statement. Okay, let's see, just looking through some things here. So you may have seen this before, and let me just go over this a second so that we kind of understand what this is. Because what I just showed you there before, or big domino statement, I'm going to share with you what that is, but we're going to stem the domino statement out of this, which is a refined marketing statement. And this is the lens that we should see everything through. Okay. You want to figure out here. Let me see if I can edit this. I help market, okay, to end result make money with an online business, okay, without starting from scratch zero, with no experience, so that's without experience or a business degree, by creating a new method. Okay, so let's see. This is super important. Okay, now see. See. Okay. Now the next thing here is I, I actually going to go back to this because I remember seeing this before, and I was like, it sounds great, and I done nothing with it. Okay, and you don't want to do that. Okay, this is super important, and you're going to want to make sure and do that exercise here right now. Maybe take a minute and work out, who's your market? What's the end result that you're going to deliver? Has to be a measurable end result, something that people are actually going to get, because we're going to get into this here in a second. Like I said, hopefully I can explain this to you in a way that you understand. The end result has to be measurable, okay? And I'm going to explain to you and show you this in a second. But the old methods is really important because this is what's going to help you to create a blue ocean, okay? Like the old method for me here is, people just looking for experience and trying to get experience and all this here, maybe through different people or through a degree and getting experience this way. But the truth is, you don't need experience, you just need to get started, okay? And then you don't need a business degree either, you just need to get started, okay? Now, the old methods of where we're going to be throwing rocks. Now, how do you choose what course to sell? Because, or what offer to sell, okay? Because really, what I want to help you to do here is be independent. Okay, because I'm going to share with you some pet hates in a second. Okay, and I've I found this here out possibly the hard way, but maybe you feel the same way too. So I really want you to be independent here when I'm sharing with you in this inner circle training. And what's going to help you to be independent is having your own offer, having your own offer that you're in full control of. That you don't have to worry about some affiliate promotion or something like that coming up, and this is how you're going to make money for your affiliate promotion. Really, you don't want to depend on that stuff. So simply answer these 5 questions so you will own your own offer. The first question you will answer here is, what niches are you an expert in? Okay. I'll maybe go through this with you in a second. We'll go through this quite quickly. Second question is, of these niches, which are you most equipped to help people with? So let's just say here for this one, I was saying internet marketing. Let's see, brand building. These are just some ideas. You're going to have your own niches that you're an expert in. It could be finances, it could be all these different things, but you're going to want to write down, maybe 5 to 6 different niches that you could be an expert in, because we're going to be building out an offer here that you don't have to depend on anyone, and you're going to get really great at building your own thing. And trust me, it's going to be way better for you in the long run, because even just today, I seen this new hot thing coming up, and I was like, oh, I could get excited about this thing and start to build this thing. But at the end of the day, it still is, depending on something else. It still is, building someone else's business, and it still is, wasting kind of, I wouldn't say wasting time, because it's just making you, it's just, it's just a waste of time most of the time. When you get caught up in these here um the hype, online, and you start to buy into these things, and next thing you know, you bought into this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing, and nothing's working for you, my friend. So really important that you become independent, and this is going to help you to become independent. So just write down these different niches. So let's say self-education, Okay, let's see. Building a website. Okay, these are different niches. And the next question is you're going to want to answer is of these niches, which are you most equipped to help people with? Okay. What are you most equipped to help people with? And out of this one, I think I selected internet marketing, personal branding, and website building. Okay. Now, of these, what niche are you most passionate about teaching people with? Okay. Out of these, what are you most passionate about teaching people? For me, it was internet marketing, and that just sort of made sense to me. So, you're going to want to answer these three questions yourself. What are the top niches that you're an expert in? Of them niches, which are you most equipped to help people with? And then, of these, which would you be most passionate about teaching people about? Okay. So, part two here, once you've identified what that is we're going to choose what course we're going to sell. Okay. Now, these are focused aspects. So, out of the niche that you chose, for me, it was internet marketing. What are the laser focused aspects of that niche that you've had success in? So, like, for example, here, internet marketing, big, wide topic. And what I wrote down here was website, funnels, emails, email marketing, and then advertising. Okay. Then out of these, what are you most equipped to help people with? Okay. And this for me was website marketing. Okay. I actually put down funnel marketing. Now, once you identified what you're going to be helping people with, what are you, most equipped to help people with to get people the results? So for me, when I went through this exercise, I was most equipped to help people get the result and building their website. So that's what I decided to do, and that's what came up for me. It's going to be a little bit different for you, and when you do that exercise, you're going to be helping people with something that you're equipped and able to help people get that result. So the next step is your level of positioning. Now, this is super, super important. And like I said, this training might go on a little bit longer, but that's fine because it's going to be really important for you. So when we go and look at this, it's website marketing. Okay, building a website. And I'm just going to make that bold if I can. Anyway, the next thing we will identify. So once you've identified of these which you're most equipped to help people with, For me, it was website marketing, building a website and the marketing side of that. Next side of things is your positioning. Okay. And this is going to be really interesting because when you understand this, because we're going to get deeper and deeper and deeper into this, but your level of positioning, okay, forgive the spelling, that doesn't really matter. So, who are you going to be marketing to? Because the different messages you need to talk to these people in different ways. Because when you're talking about, say, you know, how to track your conversions from Google AdWords using this tracking software, who in the world is going to know this? Obviously, only experts. So, are you going to be marketing to everyday people? Are you going to be marketing to people who want to get a result? Want to get a result, but they just don't know that what your product or your offer can do is help them get that result. They just don't know that. Or are you going to be moving people who are already doing it? Okay. Now the difference here is that everyday people, you need to talk in everyday terms that people understand. Plus, everyday people will not spend as much money. Okay, so this is going to be a harder sale for less money for everyday people. Okay, depending on what you're selling. So, everyday people, it's kind of going to be a harder sell. Depending on what it is, it's going to be less money. So, if it's something that's low ticket, it might be easier to sell because it's not as expensive. But at the same time, you're marketing to the masses. Like, not everybody's going to want to buy your thing. So, you're going to probably, you know, have to go through a lot of people selling something at very inexpensively. Then the next thing is the people in the middle. So these people are a little bit easier of a sale, easier sales. Sort of these people can spend medium ticket type of stuff, medium money. Okay. Now the thing is with people who are in the middle here. So we've got everyday people, which is the masses. Then we've got people who are already in your niche and they're looking for a result. So these are the people who are already in the niche, but they're kind of in between. They're looking to help solve this problem, and they don't necessarily know that your offer can help them solve that problem. So you just need to show them your offer. Then, and they're a little bit they're a bit easier sale, and you can sell them a little bit more medium ticket stuff. People in the middle, and then these are people that already are in and doing it, and these are experts. Okay, and experts are already doing it. And if you can say to an expert, so these here people are the easiest to sell to, and you can sell them most expensive stuff, which is really cool. The only thing with this is that the more you go up, so for example, for experts, like let's just say, for example, an expert is someone who's been running ads, and this person, they want to learn a new way to run ads. There is a lot of people, it's a lot more competitive to market to these people who are experts. So there's less of them. It's a lot more competitive to sell to an expert, but it's easier still and they spend more money. Okay. So just these are just some ideas here kind of what I understand when you're doing this. It's like who's your offer going to be for? Is it going to be for the masses, everyday people? Okay, because let's just have a look at this here. The people who are here, okay, they're actively trying to achieve a goal, doing what you already teach. So whatever that could be, these are the experts. They're already actively looking to achieve that goal, doing what you teach. Okay, now a message for them could be how to double your Amazon FBA sales in 30 days. Okay, and for an example of these people, it could be a Facebook ad agency, and your message could be something like how to double your Amazon FBA sales in 30 days. Okay. So they're already in the market. They're already doing Amazon FBA sales, but they want to double their sales and they will pay premium to know how to double their sales. And they're already doing it. They have the money. But they're all very high competitive market. Loads of people are trying to sell to these people because, they have the money and they're willing to spend it to double their sales and things like that. Like I said, in the medium here, these are people that are actively trying to achieve a specific goal and they're not yet doing what you teach. Okay. So an example message for them would be how to build a six-figure e-commerce shop without stocking a single product. Okay. These are people that want to make money with digital marketing, but they just don't know that they can do it through this way. So, how to build a six-figure e-commerce shop without stocking a single product. These would be for people in the middle, okay, and they would be, uh, they want to get that result. They just don't know how to get it yet. Then the people who are in the masses, they're far away. They're aware of a vague goal, but not actively trying to achieve it. Totally unfamiliar with what you teach. Okay, this is how to create a six-figure income selling dollar store items online. Everyday people that want to make more money. So where are you going to be? Where would you be your level of positioning? Just consider these sort of ideas because there's going to be a lot more opportunity when you're talking to the masses. But like I said, it's a little bit of a harder to sell these people because their goal is kind of vague. They just want to make money. They're very unfamiliar with what you teach. So there's more of a you need to educate these people more and more and more to create demand for your product. So just consider these things, okay? Where's your message going to be? We've already identified here that of these, what you most equipped to help people with. For my example, it was websites and marketing, okay? Building an actual website, marketing. Where's your level of positioning going to be? Okay, if you're going to the masses, you can actually just like create demand. So there's virtually no competition when you go to the masses. When you're going for it's a harder sale, but when you're going for the experts, it's going to be easier sale, but it's highly competitive, and then you can be somewhere in the middle there. Just think about what your message would be. So here's another couple of ideas for the messaging. So people that are near actively trying to achieve the specific goal, doing what you teach, you could say something like, "How I landed 7 new Facebook ad clients in 1 week." Okay, and let's see for the health niche could be how I landed 7 new Facebook ad clients in 1 week. The health niche CrossFit junkies. How to win a CrossFit Olympics. Okay, let's see. For the medium type market, you'll be actively trying to achieve a specific goal, but not doing what you teach. How to profit from this super simple digital marketing niche without months of blogging, growing an email list, or doing joint ventures. Okay, health people who regularly work out. Okay, so that could be an example there. How to 10x your cardio burn half the time. People who are far away, let's see, aware of vague but not actively trying to achieve it, totally unfamiliar. How to create a super profitable online business, even if you suck at tech. So these are just ideas of your message. We're going to get more clear on the message here too as we progress in here. So this example, we're just going to say my position is going to be whatever it's going to be. For me, I just said medium because, medium. When we go to the masses, it's a lot of work to convert them people. Where if you're going for people who are already marketers, this is who my market is I'm helping aspiring entrepreneurs, so people who are just getting started. They're actively trying to build an online business in some way or form, but they just don't know about the limitless business model and everything that we'll share with you at the end of this training. So actively trying to achieve the goal, but not yet doing what you teach. Okay. People wanting to build an online business. So this is where I said, right, this is what made sense to me. Probably more in the range of people who are already in the middle, maybe verging to the masses slightly. Okay. So the ultimate goal, I'll let you in on this idea, is let's just say here at the top of this triangle, you have got experts and you got high demand for what your offer is. Now, the goal of marketing should be to take the masses who, like I said, know nothing, have a vague goal of making money, or whatever your niche is going to be, if it's health, wealth, or relationships, and it's taking them up to where the demand is. Okay. And when you can do that effectively, you have no competition. When you can effectively convert masses, which is cold people who don't know nothing about you and what you have to offer, warm them up in a way to create hot buyers, okay? And people who are open and willing to be made offers continuously and regularly buy from you over and over and over again, okay? Because you want to engineer that type of thing of where you have permission to sell to these people unconditionally, you know? So ultimately, you want to go from taking the masses to progressing them to in demand market, or to be create demand for your offer. Or you can just chase demand of experts, business owners. They need customers. Here's a traffic course, it's $2,000, something like that. That's an easy sell. Like, a business owner wants more customers. All you really have to do, if they don't know, is help them understand that in order to get more customers, you need more traffic, especially with online. And then the more traffic that you have going to your sales system, ultimately, the more sales you're going to have. So they would be like, right, so if I want more customers, I just need more traffic. Well, how do you get more traffic? Well, here's a traffic course that shows you how to do that. You can see, understand why a business owner would probably, spend more money than someone just off the street who's like, what I make money. You would sell them something that's like $7, you know, um, they would buy that there, and then they would get value, and eventually they would move along to the other end where they're willing and able to purchase higher ticket things and stuff like that. And that's how this kind of works. So once you've identified where your position is going to be, is it going to be in the masses, the medium, the expert? Okay. Next, we want to go into the common traits of a successful program. Now, this is going to be ultimately for your offer. And what I want to get clear about here is, you could do services. And I'm not going to encourage you to do services, because service is just going to suck your life away. And you're just going to be running about having all these different bosses. And that's not really why you want to build an online business. have all these different people telling you, you want to do this thing, this thing. To be honest, my friend, that fried my head. Even at um, a regular job, whenever I was doing university and all that, there, people just back and forth with things they wanted to do. I want to show you how you can fish for yourself, my friend, and do this type of thing for yourself rather than me doing it for you. But there is that option there, but it's not going to be cheap. So let's see. We won't we want to stay away from done for you kind of stuff because it's just going to suck your life away. Like I said, when it comes to your offer should be scalable. So obviously, if you have an agency, if you want to take on more clients, you need to hire more people to do more services, and it's just a complete headache. So you don't you just want to stay away from that kind of stuff. You want it to be you want to be able to give you a lifestyle, meaning that you can predictably bring in customers over and over and over and over and over again, thousands of customers, hundreds of thousands of customers, and it's not going to break, and it can continue to work for you even if you're on holiday for 6 months. So the lifestyle one of that side of things is what we want to look at, and like most of the best marketers in this space, what they're doing is they're building like a or you could call it like a digital school. So when someone buys the result that they're looking for, that your offer, they get it in a systematized way where it's like a program, an online course, like a training. So they go through this training and this training, and by the time they get to the end of the training, they'll have a particular result, whatever that result is your offer is going to deliver. Okay. This means that when you actually get a customer, you don't have to go and run about and like do all these things for this customer now. They get the product, boom, cheeky boom. They can do what they need to do with that product and they can get that result. You can just focusing on bringing more customers, which is the best thing. So you want it to be scalable. You want it to give you a lifestyle. So whenever most of this is systematized, it means that you can go and do other things. What you really want to do with your life. Go on holidays, go and treat yourself to things. Take your family out to dinner. All these things, and your business still runs. It still brings in customers, and your customers still get results. So this is a very important one. Then the next sort of idea there was it was one to be scalable, to give you a lifestyle, and these were kind of the ideas you want to keep in mind. This is what I'm going to show you how to do: is create an offer where you can do these types of things. Services, you know, it might be good and all, sound good, but it might be easier to get money to do a service for someone, but ultimately it's not the end result that you want to do. You don't want to be doing services for people all the time. See, so the common traits of a successful program. So this is going to be very important. I'm going to erase this. So you want to clearly define who would be interested in your program, and your offer slash program. See, this is only one part of it. Let's see, program. Okay. Now, we already done this earlier. Okay. And this is for me. It's going to be somebody different for you. It's marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs. Hopefully, you can hear me all right. ENTREPRE entrepreneurs. Clearly define who would be interested in your offer. Okay. I'm going to reveal to you in a second what I came up with, and you know you're going to be able to come up with your own one too, which is going to be cool. So you want to clearly define this desire that the person is interested in. Okay. For me, that was money and a website. And let's see, it was basically people want to make money with a website. So then you want to clearly define what the end result's going to be. Okay. Now, this is a very important thing because the end result should be something tangible. It should be something that's measurable. It should be something that people could actually see, right? Now I've bought this, I've done these things, I have this thing, an end result. So, end result for me, it was, let's see, I called it a PBMS. PBMS. And I'm going to share with you. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to share with you what that is. But it kind of incorporates a little bit of what all these things, and it sounds kind of cool. So we got the PBMS. This was what people actually are going to get in this offer. For me, it's going to be something different for you. So, for example, it could be, it needs to be something tangible, like how to get X in X amount of time, or how to, you know, lose so much weight in the next 90 days. So when people do this training, they're actually going to get that result. Something along the lines of this, but it took me a long time to kind of figure out, it was like, right, every product, every offer delivers a result. Okay. And you should always put that result throughout. But I'm going to show you something cool as long as you stick to the end of this here. Something really cool that you should always be doing with, the result and all your messaging when it comes to the domino statement. But basically, the result is at something tangible, something that people actually get. Okay. Even if it's information, it has to be a result that people are actually going to get. Then you want to clearly define the old methods that they're trying that's not working. That's not working for them. Now, where this is really, really important is because when you clearly define the old methods and then you throw metaphorical rocks at the old methods, it creates distance between that and you. And this is how you differentiate yourself and create your own blue ocean where no one else is like fishing in. So you've got people online, potentially in my market, who are teaching people how to build a website, or teaching people how to build a funnel, or teaching people how to make money online, right? Or even the old method I got clear on was getting experience. So people thought the old method was more experience. We need more experience and a business degree to start. Business degree. So people honestly thought that, if I want to make money in life and be a success or build my own business, I needed to go get experience from somewhere and then go get a business degree. Okay. So when I say that the truth is that you don't need experience to start your own online business. All you need to do is to get started. You don't need experience. You don't need a business degree to start your own business. The truth is, all you need to do is get started, you know? And this here is important. Like, you know, whatever these old methods that people are trying to lose weight, is it like, some certain diet that they've been trying to lose weight, but now you've got this diet or this system that it's a little bit different, okay? And it's in a way that's going to help them to get that result. So Clearly define the old method and then your method, which is the superior path. Okay, and the method is the PBMS. Superior, SUPE, IOR. The superior path is called the limitless business model. Okay, and the PBMS is what they get. That's one of the results that they get. But the method is something different. It's like trying to think of a good example of this here. Maybe think of one soon, but let's see. So maybe if you need to, watch this over again, I'm going to post this as a replay. You're going to want to go through these here for yourself. So clearly define who would be interested in your offer or program. Okay, is it marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs? Clearly define the desire that the person is interested in. For me, it's money because it's in the wealth niche. And then a little bit deeper, it's a website. But do they really want a website? You know, you gotta kind of think about these here things because it could be better health, it could be a better relationship. You know, just think about these here. Clearly define what the result is going to be. Uh, it has to be a tangible result. Clearly define the old methods it's not really working for them, and then or that's broken, or not really working, and then identify what your method or superior path is going to be. Okay, and this is just going to be like your system or your way of doing things, or like what you wrapping this up in. Okay, and this is all important for when it comes to creating your offer. So, see, offers an attainable end result. Okay, so what is the attainable end result? Okay, and it has to be attainable. Now, we're going to dig a little bit deeper into this again. Okay, I'm going to look at the niche, desire. I'm going to start plugging these in here. The big roadblock, the old method, new method, new method, backstory. Okay, internal objection, external objection. The program outcome. Okay, let's see. Now we're just going to fill all these in, and this is going to become really important very soon when it comes to creating an offer. So NITCHE niche. Is that how you spell it? So niche. We want to maybe take notes on this here, but write down your niche, desire, big roadblock, old method, new method, backstory, internal objection, external objection, and program outcome. Okay, these are super important when it comes to making an offer, and we're going to fill in the blanks here now. So for me, what I wrote in here was marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs. D-R-A-P-R-E. Okay, the desire that they want is money and potentially a website because it's an online business. Money. I was gonna say money, online business. Obviously, you need a website. Website. The big roadblock I said was they were starting from zero and had no experience. With no experience, that's a big roadblock. The old method is getting a business degree or going to college. Okay. The new method we're calling it is a PBMS. Go share with you in a second what this is. Then the backstory, okay, is the story behind how you found this alternative path. So for everybody, it's going to be different. So what was that story back before you ever learned about, but back whenever you were going about getting that result that you were wanting, which was money or better health or better relationships, whatever that was, when you were going to get that result and you were using the old methods to do it. So you go back to then and then you tell your story of how you discovered a new method. Okay. And then this is going to give people an epiphany and people are going to understand the reason why, your new method is way better than the old method that they might be currently using. So the internal objection here is, let's see, for me, I'm going to say don't know sales. You don't know sales. It's like I can't sell. The thing's great. It sounds great, but I can't sell anything. Then the external objection here is, maybe I could sell it, but I'm not techie. I can't build this here thing. So I'm going to say not techie, not technical. Okay. It's going to be different for you. Basically, when it comes to this here, is when you present somebody with something like your offer, first thing they're going to be asking is, what is it? Like, how can this help me? What is the thing you're offering? Like, that's where your backstory comes in, and this is going to help people understand what what the vehicle is or what your new offer is all about. The next thing they're going to have is like, well, that sounds great. Your offer, whatever you're presenting here is sounds like a really great thing, and it's working for people or whatever. But for me, like, I don't think it could work for me. So you need to overcome this objection of, how could it not work for them? So the internal objection that I'm saying is people are like, well, I'm not a salesperson. I don't sell stuff. I'm not salesy. You know, then the next objection that they'll have is like, okay, well, maybe I can sell things. Then it's going to be something externally outside of them. So, well, that thing, I can't do it because of that. So you want to kind of get clear about what these might be. Okay. So these might take a little while to come up with. Maybe it might take you not as long to come up with, but you want to know these things. Even if it's like you're just going through this with me, and it's your first time, like this is going to be a work in progress, in the sense that it's obviously not going to be perfect the first time, and the first time that you do it is going to be like your hypothesis. You could call it. If you know what that is, it's kind of like It's like something that you just kind of made up, and then you're going to take it out there and then see if it works. Take a look at what happened, get some feedback, change some things. Like the first time I done this for myself, it was slightly different, and I have changed a few things, and I'm going to explain to you what these three things I changed was. Because I seen good feedback. So the program outcome, make sure just whatever you think they could be, just fill in the blanks, and you can always keep improving it slightly over time, but you want to follow this method. Program outcome, okay, is what they're going to achieve. For me, they're going to achieve a PBMS. The new method is actually a limitless business, and they're going to get a PBMS. PBM. Okay. So now we've identified all these building blocks for our offer. This is where we're going to start to piece things together. Okay. So let me just run through mine. I already did it here for you. So the niche is marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs. Okay. Marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs. The desire is money, online business, and a website, potentially, but it's more so, people want to make money. The big roadblock is starting from zero with no experience. The old method is getting a business degree or going to college. The new method is a limitless business. The backstory is, maybe if you've got this far, you've probably heard me tell you a little bit about my backstory, potentially at the start of this training. I shared a little bit of a backstory there. Then the internal objection, external objection, and program outcome. Okay. Just fill in these blanks. And this is what we call hypotheses. Hypotheses. Okay. Something that I had was a funnel. Okay. Not many people know what a funnel really is. So I changed it to what this is. I'm going to create my own blue ocean with this offer that no one else, well, it'll be very hard for people to copy what I'm doing. Okay. And this is what you want to do. You want to create your own blue ocean where you virtually have no competition. And then people will probably start to see, okay, if this person's doing this, like they'll start to copy you, and then it turns into a competitive market. But you want to carve your own blue ocean out, and this is how I'm going to help you to do that. Now, like I said, over the past 4 to 6 weeks, okay, I've been geeking out on webinars, and what we're going to do here is we're going to come up with a webinar title out of our building blocks. Now, once you have these building blocks, you can do lots of different things with them. And we're going to go through these things in this training. And like I said, this week's edition of the Inner Circle, we should have done it last week. But, I wanted to deliver all of this to you in a way that's going to help you the best. And, you know, if you're going to be watching this entire training, I think it's going to help you a lot. So webinar title describes how you will show niche, get desire without roadblock. Super simple. And we already got all the pieces here. So we're going to say something like attention marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs. Discover how to build an online business without experience or business degree. Okay. Or depending if you want to go to the masses, it could be learn how you can make money online with an internet business, or even you could plug in your new method. So, for example, you could say, attention marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs, discover the ultimate three strategies for building a limitless business model without any experience or a business degree. Okay. So, it basically call out your niche, identify the desire, remove the roadblock. Okay. Now, another one here is your webinar story. Okay. So the webinar story describes how you discovered the method and why it's so much better than the old method. So you basically want to discover is like describe how, for in this example, a limitless business model is much better than going to college and getting a degree. Okay. And thus giving you more money uh, without the roadblocks. Okay. So hopefully, you're starting to get these ideas flowing in your mind. But let's see. The webinar title, we'll just write this out. So maybe in case you want to write this down and take some notes. So we're going to have webinar title. And it's basically uh, niche, how describes how you will show niche, how to get desire without big road block. hmm So if you want to write that down, you can write that down, take some notes. But this should be like pretty simple, okay? Now, your webinar story, okay, describes how you discovered the new method and why it's so much better than the old method, thus giving you the desire that you wanted, which was more money, without the roadblocks. Okay, so we could say webinar story describes how you discovered new method and why it's so much better. So much better. Let me see. So much better than the old method, thus giving you the desire that you're looking for without the big roadblock. So it's new method, why it's better than old method. Uh, at giving you the desire without big big roadblock. Okay. Then we might skim through this quite quickly. But basically, this is your story structure. So this is your webinar title. This is the first like 15 minutes of your webinar. You're going to want to address this. You want to describe how you discovered the new method and why it's so much better than the old method and giving you the desire without the big roadblocks. And usually this is enough to help people be like, you know what? This is way better than that old way I'm trying to do it. I'm in. So by this stage of the game, people are already going to be in. Okay. Before you even start to knock down these other objections. Okay. Now, secret one or strategy one in the webinar is going to explain a bird's eye view of the new method you use to get desire. Okay. View of new method you use to get desire. Just giving the big bird's eye view, just to recap over um what the actual product is, what the vehicle is that you're going to be bringing people into from the old way. Then secret two or strategy 2 is going to be answer the internal objection, and then strategy 3 is answer the external objection. Okay. Now, the main goal of the webinar is to give people belief, which is crazy. So you're inspiring them to create belief after showing them the bird's eye view. More uh, you inspire inspiration and belief, the more you'll sell. So the more inspiration and belief that you can create that your new method beats is far superior than the old method that they were currently trying to use, then the more sales you're going to make. So it's cool. That's cool. So a very important one here is called the stack. Okay. And the stack is an itemized pitch of how your program will allow them to achieve the program outcome. Stack is the program uh, itemized pitch of the program outcome. So this is basically the kind of structure of the webinar, okay? And how your offer kind of plugs into this. Now, what we're going to take a look at soon is this here, because really, really, everything stems from this what we're covering right now is getting clear in this offer side of things, and then you build it from the back out. And hopefully, I can explain this to you in a way that you kind of understand. Now, we're going to go into this, and we might actually plug in this here. So, for me, my webinar title was Attention Marketers and Aspiring Entrepreneurs. Learn how to build a real deal internet business starting from zero with no experience and no business degree. Webinar story. Okay. Let's see. Describe how I discovered a limitless business model and why it's much better than going and getting a degree, thus creating a business starting from zero with no experience. Then strategy 1. Okay, strategy 1 is the bird's eye view of the method you use to get the desire. Okay, for me, it was the infinitely easy way to sell any product on autopilot by building you incorporate it using a limitless online business. Okay, and this is like the hook. Okay, so it's the infinitely easy way to sell any product on autopilot by building you incorporate it using a limitless online business. Then secret 2 is making a full-time living and then some. Okay, so our second strategy here or internal objection was sales. I'm not good at sales. So we want to address that. We want to say making a full time living and then some with only a handful of customers per month using a limitless business plan. And this, we can maybe say something that eliminates that objection of sales, but it's making a full time living and then some with only a handful of customers per month. Okay, which is it's really, really good. Like, so secret three is absolute fastest way. So what we're overcoming there was not technical. So strategy 3 here is going to be for me the absolute fastest path to sales online without doing techie stuff, hiring anyone, or spending a ton of money on ads. Okay, and then the itemized pitch or program outcome is going to be what I was going to say. See, some of this is slightly changed. It's it's actually going to be people actually responded quite well to a 3-day business intensive. Okay, people actually responded pretty well to websites. So The itemized stack here, on my first attempt, I said it was a 3 day intensive program called the Limitless Business Plan with 8 weekly masterminds for £495. Okay. This is the offer. This is like the part of the offer, which is the stack. These are all the things that people are going to get. Boom, 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 boom. Now, from then, we have actually updated that. So I'm going to show you what that is now. It's something I call premium. Okay. Limitless premium. Okay. And I'm going to show you what my stack looks like. So I'll maybe just share that on the screen here. It's this one. So you can see that I made this page, and it says upgrade the premium membership of $1,997 value, pound value, yours now for just £495 one time. Okay, and what they're going to get is they're going to get the personal branded money plan. Okay, and this is a full on course that's going to go through every single aspect that you need to know to make money online with an online business. This is where we're starting with creating an offer, which is what we're going to be doing here. And this is just a coaching program, but this is going to be ideas that I'm going to be, sharing with you, and some of them are going to be public for a little while, things like that. Basically, you're going to get a personal branded money plan, and this is the full on plan, A to Z, everything that you need to know before you actually start to build anything to do with your internet business. The next thing that you're actually going to get, which is the physical thing, is a personal branded money site. Okay. And this is going to be built on WordPress, and this is going to be like A to Z of setting up your website step by step by step by step till you have your own personal branded money site online where you can generate your own customers, all this here cool stuff. Then the next one is how do we actually bring people to our new website when we have the perfect offer. Then really I want to give you access to the endless traffic goldmine unlimited. Okay. And then unrestricted access to premium, lifetime access, VIP support, and all inner circle bonuses as added. And like I said, when these inner circles are going to be being posted more frequently, I'm going to be introducing to bonuses like free courses and everything that I'm going to be adding into premium, and you can access it when you're a premium limitless member, along with the PBMS plan, PBMS money site, all this year. So this is kind of like the itemized, the itemized thing that they're going to get. Okay, so they're going to get the PBMP challenge, the personal branded money site challenge, the endless traffic gold mine unlimited. Okay, and this is kind of what I came up with. Okay, for someone who's a marketer or an aspiring entrepreneur and they want to make money with an online business, they don't want to go to college, getting all this debt, and they don't have any experience. Well, the perfect place for you to go is into premium membership. And this is where we're going to be building out a coaching. Okay, so this is actually going to be premium membership, but you get lifetime access. It's going to be built out via a coaching program, because I'm going to share with you, the strategy behind that as we go deeper into this offer creation workshop. So I'm going to stop sharing this a second again, but that just gives you an idea of what I created for myself. And we're going to go back to the whiteboard here. So I'm just going to close that. And this is going to be right up there with some of the most important things that you're going to ever do when it comes to creating your offer. Okay, we covered quite a bit already, but this is basically creating a refined marketing statement. And like I said, we already done that at the very, very start. If we go right back here, this is a refined marketing statement. I help blank achieve blank without blank by new blank. Uh, this is more about your offer, okay? So this is more about what you offer people, okay? I help marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs to build an online business starting from scratch with no experience and no business degree by creating a personal branded money site. Okay. With a personal branded money plan and the endless traffic gold mine and all this here. So this is what you want to do. You want to create a refined marketing statement. Now you might have seen that. Excuse me. Whew. You might have seen this before, but it's really, really important that you know what this is for you when it comes to all your messaging and all this here, and your overall business strategy. So super important that you create and refine your refined marketing statement. Okay, so this is all the different things that we plugged in. So we have the market, end result, old method, new method. Okay, super simple. Now we're going to go here and we're going to create the domino statement. Okay, so this is going to be domino. Now this is going to be well something I learned from a few different two different people. I learned this here from, and basically what it is if you can say this statement. So the domino statement is if I can make market marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs, this example, believe that the only way to achieve building their own online business, making money, is by a limitless business model. And the only way, let's see, I've got it wrote out here, but it was slightly changed a bit. So we say, if I can help, if I can make marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs believe that the only way to build a real online business is to acquire customers, and the only way to generate customers is through my personal branded money site, uh, intensive, then all objections become irrelevant and they must invest. Now, let's just get clear on this a second. So we'll do this together. So if you write out if I can make your market, so market, which is marketers, MARK and a believe that the only way the only way to get their desire, which is money, the only way to earn a big, let's see, the only way to earn big and have a long term unlimited income business online. For this example, see, if I can make marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs believe that the only way to earn big and have a long term unlimited income business online is by having a PBM PBMS, which is a personal branded money site. TM. Okay, so if I can make marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs believe that the only way to earn big money and have a long term unlimited income business online is by having a personal branded money site. Okay, and the only way to get a personal branded money site is through limitless premium let's see. Then all objections become irrelevant and they must invest. Okay. So let's just read this over a second. So if I can make marketers and aspiring entrepreneurs believe that the only way to earn big money and have a long-term unlimited income business online is by having a personal branded money site. And the only way to do that and have a personal branded money site is through limitless premium, then all objections become irrelevant and they must invest. So for you, it could be something like if you can make post pregnant ladies believe that the only way to lose the post pregnancy belly fat is through something called muscle confusion yoga. And the only way to learn muscle confusion yoga is through your yoga qigong uh, mastery course or something like that, then all objections become irrelevant and they must invest. So this is really, 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 really important. Okay. And you should really, like I said, this is why this is called the domino statement, creating your own domino statement. But when you know this, and it could be the hypotheses at the start, but when you know what your domino statement is, your sole goal should be to get people to believe this. For me, moving forward and everything that I put out, its sole goal is to help you believe that the only way to build a long term sustainable online business that earns you big money, long term money, residual money is through having a personal branded money site. And the only way that you can have your own personal branded money site is through limitless premium. So this is all I'm going to be talking about is, how you can build your own personal branded money site, get traffic, all that stuff. And the only way to be able to do that, the way that I teach, is through limitless premium. And when you can believe that, you want a long term online business to make money without college, all that stuff, you need a personal branded money site. So each piece of content I put out needs to reinforce that. And then the next piece of content reinforces that. That's why it's really important before you post anything online is you kind of figure out these things because you shouldn't do anything. I don't know. I went for a long, 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 long time without learning this. And if you're just getting started and you're brand new and you learn this, like you're going to be way better off moving forward because you clearly know who your market is, what the end result you're going to be delivering, the old methods to create your own blue ocean, and your own unique mechanism that you're going to be selling to create your own blue ocean. Okay? Might be cloudy at the start, you might know all these things, but eventually when you keep working at it and take these notes, you're gonna want to knock down this big domino in every way you can possible. When you knock that down, all objections become irrelevant. People have to invest in your offer. Okay. And like I said, when you're doing this online stuff, like you could be promoting this course, this course, this course, this course, or you could be promoting one thing and you could be coming at that one thing from all different angles. Okay. And that's ultimately really what you want to do. You want to create a system that sells sells your offer, not even necessarily selling it, but the system that you're going to create this offer and all around sell your product. You want to create a system in a way that like overpowers the person's objections in a good way, where that like for example, I have an internal objection, I've got an external objection, I've got this thing I'm thinking about, this thing, this thing, this thing. So if you create content and different touch points on when someone first enters your world, these different touch points is going to gradually boom build belief and knock down these other beliefs and build new beliefs, knock down old limiting beliefs, and eventually, at some point, some people maybe a little bit less time than others, they will have this domino knocked down for them. And when that knocks down, all objection will become irrelevant and they must invest in your product. Okay? This is why this is so important. And I think we're actually going to come to an end here. And I'm going to probably, let's see, uh we could keep going. Let me see. But I think we actually covered basically the most important things. Okay. Now we could go into other things like that there, but we don't necessarily need to do that. This was the most important thing that you could ever do with your internet business whenever you're doing it, is cover all these things. Find out what your refined marketing statement is, and find out what your domino statement is. When you do this, your life will be so much easier. And, you know, you're going to create this offer. Now, maybe let me just check a few things here. Hmm. Yeah. So this is your domino statement. Okay. Now, if we go and look at this here, like I said, this is a domino statement. This can be like your domino statement. And then let's just say this is going to be supporting content that reinforces this domino statement. And what these are called, these things, are called roadblock statements. This is so cool. Hopefully you're geeking out on this as much as I am. So these are called roadblock statement statements. Not this one, this big red one is your domino. This is everything that, let me just check something. Yeah. So your refined marketing statement is more about your offer. Then your domino statement is more about your webinar. Okay. Then you've got these roadblock statements. Okay. And the roadblock statement basically is something like the truth. The truth is you don't need roadblock because you're not going to answer all the roadblocks just in them two objections. Roadblock could potentially be, let's just say, for example, we already covered they're not, sales could be an objection, or could have been like the technical side could be an objection. Let's just say you don't need experience to get paid online. The truth is, you don't need experience to get paid online. You just need to connect people with products. And how you can do that is through your PBMS, personal brand of money site. Okay. So a roadblock statement could be, right, I need experience to do this. Basically, a roadblock statement, this could be a piece of content here. It could be a little video. It could be a blog post with, let's see, with like writing. And on this video, you're basically saying the truth is you don't need experience to get paid online. All you need to do is connect people with affiliate products, and you can do this through your personal brand at money site. Okay. And that reinforces, boom, this big domino. And it could be something that tips it over. Then you do the same with a different roadblock. Boom, here, here, here. And this is where you'll start to see, okay, this one here, this one was good. This one, maybe didn't really resonate so well. This one did. This one did. This one did. And you'll start to refine your marketing statement even more. So you'll get the most potent roadblocks that are holding people back. Okay. So before we wrap this up, I'm going to show you something that we've been working on. Now, let's see. I think we covered enough. And if you did watch this to the end, I congratulate my friend. Thank you so much for being here and, investing the time in yourself to learn this here, because not many people will know this type of stuff. And I know for a fact that next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line, this stuff will still be relevant. And, it'll be well worth learning, especially if you're serious about building something for yourself online. So let me just cover a few things. I've got something special I want to give away. And as a thank you for being here today, I'm actually going to give you away a free course. Okay. I'm actually going to give you something I created called the Limitless Lifestyle Blueprint. It is, let me see. I'm going to show you here. It's completely done. So let me see. And I want to show you where you can get this. Okay. So I'm just going to share this screen here, and then we're going to pull up something else here a second. I'm going to show you where you can get access to this Limitless Lifestyle Blueprint course. So just going to share this screen. That should be us. So as a thank you for making it to the end of this year training, hopefully, you got a lot of ideas going and kind of, lots of things going on in your head where you want to, implement this year. And really, like it says, if you have any questions about this type of stuff, you can always, book a call with me at cameronlimitless.com/services. And as well, if you want to access our premium membership, you can go ahead to cameronlimitless.com/premium. Now, when you go to premium and invest in premium, you're going to get these courses. Now, the first course you're going to get is the personal brand at money site plan. Okay. Now, because we're on this training, I want to explain to you what the personal brand at money site game plan is. And it's basically going to be what we covered here today, but more of like a coaching program. So this is going to be like, we're going to be building this out. So the personal brand at money site PBMP game plan is not currently there. It's not there. It's actually a program, a coaching program. Now, this is where we're going to be getting together week after week. We're going to work on, where is it? Your offer, your dream customer, your follow up, all these different key parts that you should understand before ever building anything. Okay, before you ever start before you invest in any tools or anything like that, you should know what your offer is. Okay, and this is what we covered in this training. So by this stage, you'll understand your offer. But basically, the PBMP personal branded money plan game plan is where we're going to work together, and it's going to be built out over a short space of time, and you're going to get unlimited access to that. So anytime you want, you can come back to the personal bandit money plan. And then we've got the PBMS personal branded money site challenge. So this is where you can build a personal branded money site as in a challenge. I'm going to walk you through it step by step, all the steps. We're actually going to be covering all the foundational stuff. We're going to be covering SEO, so your site is super optimized. And if you want to do this stuff online, yes, you could go ahead and pay someone else to do that. And if you want me to do it for you, like I said, you can go ahead to cameronlimitless.com/services and I'll do that. I'll build you out a website for you. Like I said, it's probably not going to be the cheapest thing, but I will build, something out for you there and, help you in all the aspects of what's going to be in the challenge. I'll do that for you. Now, if you do invest in services as well, you do get access to premium, but we can talk about that a little bit later. That's something that we can talk about too. But you're going to get the PBMS challenge, which is all, a challenge on you to build out your own personal bandit money site. Everything, no stone left unturned. Then Endless Traffic Goldmine Unlimited, okay? You probably already know that we've been publishing Endless Traffic Goldmine and that, it's been public, but eventually parts of the Endless Traffic Goldmine will be, you know, it's packaged up into the Unlimited Traffic Gold, the Endless Traffic Goldmine Unlimited, okay? And you're going to get additional content. It may have been public, but then it's been reserved for premium members, okay? Then you get these bonuses, but this is what I want to show you here is that you're going to get this course completely free, okay? When you invest in the personal branded money site challenge and endless traffic goldmine, basically when you invest in premium. So this is the limitless blueprint course, okay? And this is where I show you all the concepts. Now, it is a bonus when you invest in premium, but because you made it to the end of this training, I want to reward you, my friend. I want to congratulate you and thank you for actually making it to the end of this training. I'm going to actually give you this entire course, which I could pop up testimonials now, 4 or 5 different testimonials of what people actually said about the information in this course. Okay, we previously sold this for $97 and you can get it completely free. Now, where see, we're covering here how to define your personal brand positioning online, elements of a top money making digital sales funnel, top recommended systems. We're actually covering a lot of high quality stuff here. How to identify your niche and products to sell. The world's top marketplaces. What are the skills you'll need to acquire? There you can see on the screen, salesmanship skills are going to be through educational video connection, rapport building through videos, getting people to buy via videos, copywriting, webinar selling. We go into all these different things, and these are the big concept ideas. And if you want access to this course for completely free, there's going to be no, sign up for it or anything like that. There, you can get it completely free. I'm going to give you the access link for it. Okay, so where you're going to want to go here is for the bonus training. You're going to be able to see that on the screen, hopefully. Bonus. All you need to do is go to CameronLimitless.com. We're actually going to go to Limitless. Let's see. Limitless Future club/vault VAULT. Okay. And there's going to be a password on this. Okay. And the password for today is going to be offer. Boom. So, if you want access to the bonus training, and like I said, we're going to be adding in so many other bonus trainings. So, this is the Limitless Lifestyle Blueprint course. I put a lot of time and effort into getting all this information for you, and investing in different programs to learn off different people. I'm going to give you this completely free just for being a community member, and making it to the end of this training. And what I'm going to give you access to is the vault. And all you have to do to get access to that vault is go to limitlessfuture.club/vault, and you'll be presented with a password. The password is going to be offer. Okay. You just go OFFER, all lowercase, and you'll unlock the inner circle vault, my friend. Inside the inner circle vault, it's going to get really, really good, because not only are you going to get the Limitless Lifestyle Blueprint course, but next week I'm going to add in the Limitless Future Club, okay? And I'll show you what Limitless Future Club is. Basically, in the Limitless Future Club, it's like the foundational stuff, okay? This is like the foundational stuff where we talk about, let's see, the secret to internet marketing. We're talking about the systems that you need. Then we talk about, the tools, basic tools, and the end result is to have your own lead generation funnel up and going. Okay, and now you can see different bonuses. You can get the lead funnel swipe file and all this here stuff, my friend. So next week we're going to be adding in that bonus for you. But this week, all you have to do is go to limitlessfuture.club/vault. You'll be sent it with a password. The password is offer. When you type in offer, you're going to open up the inner circle vault. Okay, my friend, and you're going to get access to all the bonuses as we add them in. So this week, the first course that you're going to get access to is the Limitless Lifestyle Blueprint course. Next week, I'm going to be adding into the vault the Limitless Future Club, which will be completely free, by the way, just for being here and sticking to the end of this training. And then next week I'm going to be actually building out email profits masterclass, and I'll be adding that into there for you for completely free as well. So that was it, my friend. I hope you enjoyed this week's edition of the Inner Circle. Hope you learned a lot. Hope you got a lot of value, and you're excited for the next Inner Circle coming up. Depending on where you're watching this, if you want notifications every time we do post an Inner Circle, you can click the link below, and you should be able to get yourself them notifications, emails and things like that. So that was it, my friend. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye. Peace.